Hey guys, so I have an awesome update. I got a phone call yesterday from the site lead who I did the interview with for the ophthalmic technician position. And they offered me the position. So today is Wednesday, and my first day will be Monday. So I'm super excited. I have started the process of doing the onboarding paperwork online. Um, and I'm just super excited. So she actually offered me 50 cents more an hour than what we had talked about in my interview. So I'm also super excited about that. Again, this is a part-time position, but I'm definitely going to be sharing information with you guys as I learn it. So if you guys are interested in learning about what it's like to be an ophthalmic technician, or I believe they're calling my position an ophthalmic assistant, because I'm not certified yet, but they will be paying for me to become certified so that I will actually make more money an hour when I am certified as an ophthalmic technician. So that is something to look forward to. I'm just super excited. I was very nervous. If you guys watched any of those videos, I was very nervous because I always second guess how interviews go, and I never really know um, what to think about how they go. And I think I had told you guys, like, they were talking about the position as if I already had it when I was in my interview, but I've also had people do that where they didn't offer me the position, and so I was just second guessing everything. And I tend to do that, I think, because of my anxiety and just, how I think about things. And then even when I was shadowing, I've never been asked or like requested to do a shadowing. And so I was super excited to have been asked to do that. I'm just super excited about this whole thing. So if you guys didn't know, I have not been working since October of 2024 because of all of my health conditions, and I'm still in the process of physical rehabilitation. But now that I have this part-time position, I'm super excited about that. And I want this to go well. This will always be a part-time position, according to the interviewer who interviewed me, obviously, the site lead, just because they don't really have full-time positions at this office. But I'm super excited about just the experience and just getting to learn this new position. And the trainer slash tech who I got to shadow with will be my trainer on Monday when I go in. I don't go into work until 9 a.m. on Monday, which is not a normal start time, but there's paperwork and things like that that I have to do. And I'm just looking forward to it very much so. My mom was a little bit almost negative about it just because it's only 15 to 20 hours a week, which, like I said, is a part time job. But I think it's the perfect opportunity for me to get back into the workforce. And, I don't necessarily have to work full time currently just because of how everything is going with my fiance's job. And I am very thankful and grateful that I have this opportunity to only work part time while I'm going to school, because I'm going to school full time. And so going to school full time and working full time, I think, would be a little bit too much for me right now, with still having to do occupational and physical therapy, because there's a lot going on health wise still to this day. And so I just want to make sure that I'm making the correct choices for myself, work wise, personal wise, and health wise. And so I think that this part time position will be something great. There will be weeks where I work a little bit more because I am still in the process of being trained, obviously. And until I'm ready to kind of be working on my own, I will be working with a trainer. But like I said, while they are training me, at first, I will probably work more than just 15 to 20 hours a week, just because I'll be working with the site lead as well as the trainers, to kind of get the hang of everything. And the trainer that I shadowed with last week, or no, Monday, sorry. I had my interview last week and then I shadowed on Monday. And like I said, today is Wednesday. She offered me the position yesterday. But the person that I shadowed with is one of the trainers, and she was saying it takes like a year to learn the position, and they don't have you working on your own until like at least 3 months. So I'm super excited because I think that this will be a great fit because I've worked in healthcare before as a medical assistant and I'm still a medical assistant. So don't think that I'm giving up on being a medical assistant. I will not give up that certification. It's just, I think working full time as a medical assistant right now would be a little bit too much for me to handle. I think working full time in general would be a little bit too much for me to handle because of the fact that, like I said, I'm still doing occupational and physical therapy. So I'm just looking forward to Monday. I am waiting for the HR person to send me a little bit more paperwork and onboarding instructions. Um, I did the first part of it, which was sending in the information so that they could run a background check. And then I signed the official offer letter. So I'm just super excited. It's hard to believe that just a few months ago, I was doubting my ability to even walk again. And now here I am walking again. I have a part time job and I'm going to be making my own money and being able to pay my own bills. And it's just something that I'm super proud of myself for. And this goes to show that you should never give up on yourself, even if you have people telling you that, you might not be able to do things like you were before. And so I'm just super excited for this opportunity. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys would like to follow along on this journey, stay tuned because I'm sure that I will be sharing more information as I start this position and as I go through the training process. I think the site lead told me that on Monday, the person that I'm training with will be doing some testing. So I'll get to see that and get to hopefully participate in that. So that will be exciting. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video.